Hello, good evening, and welcome to the 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Awards ceremony. We appreciate everybody being here tonight. To kind of get started here, we're going to take a little bit of a different turn of something that we haven't done traditionally. Traditionally, we get up here and we start off with our normal contingency awards, and we'll get to that in just a moment. I kind of wanted to just take a few minutes and just say that first and foremost, congratulations to everybody in the room. Congratulations to Ricky Thornton Jr. Congratulations to all of the recipients that are here with us tonight, and we appreciate everybody being part of our program here tonight. So without further ado, we'll get started here. I'm going to give away, or I shouldn't say give away, but we just want to, what I was saying that I want to get started with something different, or kind of have something different, is that we've never really acknowledged any sort of criteria of things that we see during the season other than like the Mike Swims Award at the end of the night. But we wanted to just take a moment and acknowledge with some awards for things that we've seen during the season that we would like to see as more kind of a contagious thing that would break out from other people. So one of those, we have some racetrack of the year, promoter of the year, some of these things that we're going to go through, and we'll go through them pretty quickly. But the first one of the year that we wanted to go into was our social media ambassador. This one's pretty tough for us to do. We relied on our series staff over there to kind of sum up who do we felt like that not only promoted the broadcast, promoted the events, but also did a really good job of promoting themselves. And also, I think all of us in the room understand how important our social media and our extension of even our race team social media is to the whole program. And this year we're glad to honor Devin Moran with Double Down Motorsports as our social media ambassador. Devin? Like I said, we'll make these quick. We'll have Devin up here to speak in a little later, but we'll just go through these really fast here. 17 drivers this year. We know how long this could take, so we'll go as quickly as we can. Thank you, Devin, for everything you've done all season on that. Our next one, and on a racetrack front, is the spirit of hospitality. And on a racetrack front, I think all of us would agree, as we travel up and down the roads, we probably take it upon ourselves to have a certain degree of expectations that we look for in a racetrack. We obviously want it to be racy. We obviously want it to be successful for them and have a great crowd. But one of the things that is really important to us and the race teams as we travel is when we went from one racetrack to the next, the hospitality that's rolled out from the racetracks. And this one also is very difficult. We have a lot of really great racetracks that take care of us when we show up to the next racetrack. One of them kind of stood out to us this year. Gary Hopp at Shelby County Speedway was our hospitality award here for when we went to Shelby County for the first time hosting this event this year. Gary had pizza for the gang, but most importantly to us is when we showed up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, the gates are open. He welcomes us in, lets us park wherever we want to, as wide as we want to in the pits. I know a lot of our race teams appreciate all that. We really appreciate Gary. Come on up, Gary. We got this for you here. Thank you, Gary. We do appreciate that. The next one will take us on, is still in the racetrack front, is our track of the year. So in this category, as we got ready to think about this, who our racetrack of the year, and I also have a couple ones for promoter of the year and the actual race of the year. But as far as the track of the year, we did a survey with all of our race teams this summer where we allowed each of the drivers to cast their survey of each racetrack and a rating from 1 to 10. And then we also did it with pit crew members, media members, members of our like merchandise sales. Anybody was invited to be part of that and cast their vote for what they thought was the best racetrack, being a 10, and then rate each racetrack in between how they felt. In both categories, both with everybody included and in the driver-specific one, Lernerville Speedway was #1. So we appreciate Lernerville Speedway. Come on up, guys. Thank you all. Our next one was the race of the year. So this one's really difficult. We have a lot of great races throughout the course of the season, a lot of good side-by-side passing. We didn't tip off any of these guys that we were doing this year. We love seeing everybody here that's participating with us at our banquet here. But the race of the year was a last lap right down to the wire. I know Devin's going to hate this one, but when Garrett Albertson claimed his first win with us right at the checker flag at Port Royal Speedway, and I don't believe anybody's able to make it from Port Royal, from what Steve O'Neill, the promoter, told us. So Port Royal Speedway was our race of the year. We'll give them a round of applause. So as our next one goes into Promoter of the Year, and again, I'm trying to make these as fast as I can, but these are really important to all of us. So the Promoter of the Year, this one's a very difficult one as well. We have a lot of great racetrack promoters that are promoting our events. We, the series, do not promote any event that's on the schedule. They all have the racetrack promoting the events. We're really proud to have those hosting racetracks promote our events. We take note, we watch how well of a job that they do, not only from anything from the racetrack prep to the hospitality, but to also how well they did on advertising, how well they grow the event, and the potential that we have to increase purses and those things as we move forward. This year was very unique. We had East Bay Raceway that got lost to weather this year in October. We're in our final round of playoff races, if you want to call it that. And we could have very easily, between losing the Jackson 100 and losing East Bay, we could have wiped out quite a few of our races at that final little bit. But Jim Price from Brownstown Speedway really stepped up. It's the first year that he was hosting the Jackson 100 as a 50,000 to win race, a lot of risk, okay? And then on top of that, he said, I'll go ahead and take that next week if East Bay isn't able to go because it looks like a hurricane's going there. Another promoter, no, you don't go the very next week like that. That's very difficult to do. And then the third thing is that it was the week before we were going to Eldora, which is only a few hours away from his racetrack. Also another difficult thing to do in that close proximity. But he did it for us, and we're very appreciative of him. Our promoter of the year for this year is Jim Price at Brownstown Speedway. Jim? Thank you, Jim. Beyond the racetrack side of things, we're going to recognize a few race teams and drivers here that also done some things that we took note of. Our first one is a most improved driver. Again, these things are very difficult to kind of pinpoint out. Maybe that's why we haven't done them so much in the past, but we do feel like it's important to recognize these. I think a lot of our peers on racetrack, a lot of the racers' peers, I should say, would agree with this. This year, we're nominating Garrett Albertson as our most improved driver of the year. Garrett? Good job, Garrett. Our next one is a Perseverance Award, and this one's probably the most difficult. So there's a lot of things that happen in the course of this season, a lot of shifts and changes that happen during the course of the season, and all those teams that had that in front of them faced it and did a very good job. We're very appreciative of all of them that not only when they had changed, they were able to maintain their dedication and loyalty to our series. That's amazing. We appreciate all that. One of them was that kind of stood out to us was at the beginning of the season, had Tim McCready driving the car, and then Timmy made a change right after Speed Weeks, and Paler Motorsports named Carson Ferguson as their driver. Immediately, Donald and Gina call and ask, what are we in for, and where we stand, and all the points and the tow money and all those things. And despite being really buried in that, and in a very difficult spot, they They fielded a race car for the entire season, took their lumps as a rookie, put Carson out on the road with us, who's been a pleasure to work with, and stuck throughout the entire season and really persevered, and we appreciate them as well. So Paler Motorsports, please. All right, the next one this is going to sound a little like a country music award celebration, but our next category is Best Duo. So we thought about this one as well, and we thought about, what makes a relationship of two people that get out on the road and do it. We've seen great examples of that before with like Dennis Erb and Heather. It could be a husband and wife. A lot of the T-shirt vendors are husband and wife scenarios, and we realize that their dedication and appreciate all that as well. But for this year, and just thinking about this as we've seen it, and this is probably a lot of where this idea, even presenting some extra things tonight, came from, is that I'm a parent. I have a 13-year-old daughter I care immensely about, and then I seen a very awesome thing this year, and that was Poncho and Corey Lawler. The two of them got out on the road, and they followed through all season long. Nothing but just, I'm sure, a dream for Corey to get to do, but also to do it alongside with his dad is just, as a parent, it's amazing to watch and to understand that it's more than just racing for a trophy at the end of the night. It's doing something that the two of them will remember for the rest of their lives. So we appreciate them as our best duo is Corey and Poncho. All right, and our last but not least, and this one here is also a very difficult one to name because we all have a lot of great teams that represent this, but this one is our best team effort. So again, you could see all year long examples of how teams persevered, finished the season. There was changes that happened along the way. Everybody's trying to work towards their goal to be a champion, and we do appreciate all the teams. We recognize that 100% every week we see that. But our best team effort, we felt like this year, was a team that started the season with a goal in mind to run for the championship, a goal in mind to compete at a higher level, and they stuck together throughout the course of the season without any changes. They were a team that finished the year with what they started with, and we thought that was an awesome effort, and that is to Double Down Motorsports. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate you all. All right, then the final thing that I'm going to do here before I turn the mic over to the voice of our series and James Essex, and we'll start with all these awards with the trophies here. We do have a couple other awards that are similar in fashion, but we do have partners that helped us do those this year, and they have a monetary value to them. So I'll let James do those parts. But one last thing I want to recognize is this is the completion of our 20th season this year. In 2000, I guess that'd be 2004 at PRI, we got started here at the trade show, and there was a lot of turmoil in our sport at that very moment. I can remember sitting in the RCA Dome at that trade show and talking to Spencer Wilson about how we could get started with a series. One of the first calls I made was to Earl Pearson. Earl Pearson stepped right up and says, I think Lucas Oil would like to be involved in that. At that time, the NARA series existed the year prior to that with 8 races that they were operating with. Lucas Oil was the Rookie of the Year title sponsor at that time. And when we said that we could do this together, I quit my job back at home as a full-time electrician and said, I'm gonna try to make this work in racing. And I'm very proud of where our series has gone to in 20 years. And as we've thought about this, 20 years later, there's still some faces that have been here since the very beginning of this series. So we have a plaque for those people that have been with us for all this time. I'm just going to call everybody up here at one time for this, and I'm just going to read through our list, and we certainly appreciate all those. It's between staff members, people that also have sponsored us, and supporters that have sponsored us from a few racetracks. So first and foremost, I want to appreciate Forrest Lucas for 20 years of his dedication to our series. I have a lot of great memories with Forrest out on the ranch and different places, but wish he could be here with us, but he's not able to be here with us. But we do appreciate Forrest Lucas. Right from the beginning with our series was Earl Pearson. Earl, come on up. We appreciate you for 20 years. I feel like the best voice in motorsports is James Essex, and James has been here for all of them, every race, and we appreciate James being here with us. James? It takes an amazing amount of dedication from a marketing front to put everything together to ultimately do everything we're doing tonight. And our marketing director, Wayne Castleberry. Wayne has been with us for 20 years. Thank you, Wayne. Also, as an official, starting off in the first year of scoring and has continued to score since we started our transponder system in 2007 is my wife, Ashley Schwally. Appreciate you, Ashley. We've had 3 sponsors that's been with us the entire time since we started, and the first being Rocket Chassis. Mark? I know Kurt Spalding isn't able to be here. I talked to him earlier today at the trade show, but All Star Performance has been with us for all 20 years as well. And last on the sponsor front, but not least, is Hoosier Tire has been with us for all 20 years. Shannon? On a racetrack front, we've had 5 racetracks that's raced with us for all 20 years. We've had a few of them that hasn't got to conduct a race all 20 years due to rainouts, but they've appeared on the schedule for all 20 years. We do have a lot of appreciation for them as well. Tri-City Speedway, Tammy and Kevin Gundecker. Also, Muskingum County Speedway, and I know say our condolences to the Moran family as Ronnie was lost last night. Ronnie was our promoter at Muskingum County Speedway. He passed the baton on to Brenda at one point, along with Donnie, and then even watching Tristan being there as the next member of the family. But the Moran family has been with us for all 20 years at Muskingum County Speedway. Thank you, guys. We've had a couple promoters at Brownstown Speedway, but Brownstown Speedway itself has appeared on the schedule for all 20 years. Jim? And 2 more racetracks that have been there for all 20 years that has been with us with the same promoter for all 20 years is the King family of Florence Speedway. And last but not certainly least here is also Alvarador, has been with us for all 20 years and has hosted the most series races probably for as long as we could possibly do this. So, more races at East Bay Raceway than any other place in all 20 years East Bay Raceway. It goes without saying, we appreciate everybody and everything that everybody does for our program, but also loyalty is not a thing that you don't see often in our world today. It doesn't go unnoticed. We appreciate all of you for your loyalty to us. Thank you so much. James. Thank you all. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to James Essex, the voice of our series, and James will get started with our standard awards ceremony. What, James?
Thank you, Rick. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. 20 years. Wow, I remember at the very beginning, I don't know, 04 when we was in ARA and we ran 8 races like Rick said, and then Forrest Lucas gets involved in 05, and I guess you could say the rest is history, but we wouldn't be up here today without like Earl Pearson Jr., Matt Miller, Don O'Neill, Donnie Moran, Scott James, then Freddie Smith. Those are the drivers that believed in this series, and 20 more years. Here's 20 more years. So thank you all. All right, for our awards ceremony tonight, we'd like to thank everybody that are watching on FloRacing. We appreciate it. And the first award we're going to do is going to be the Chassis Builder. It'll be the Miller Welders Chassis Builder participants for the 2024 season. In the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, they included Longhorn Chassis, Rocket Chassis, Capital Race Cars, and Black Diamond Chassis. And the 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Miller Welders Chassis Builder of the Year will receive a $500 check from Miller Welders, a $250 product certificate from Summit Racing Equipment, and that goes to Steve Arpin of Longhorn Chassis. You want to say anything?
Thank you, sir. I think the first thing that has to be said is anyone that's in here that's in business, that's been in business for 20 years, and if you can fill a stage up with people that have been with you for all 20 years, that's just a demonstration of awesome leadership and an awesome product. So a round of applause to Rick. Like, Rick, you don't give yourself any credit, but clearly you got good leadership to fill a stage up here. So I just got to thank each and every team out here, whether you're in Longhorns, Rockets, any other great race car that's built out there. It is a grind to do these series. What you guys do is remarkable. Thank you guys all. You guys turned me back into a race fan this year with that chase at the end of the year. When we went to Eldora, I was just excited. I just wanted to sit up in the stands and watch. It was really cool to see the excitement you guys brought back into this. Congratulations to Ricky Thornton Jr., Kohler Motorsports, Anthony and Mr. Burns, all the guys at SSI to start out the year. Ricky, this is, it's come. It was a long time coming, buddy, and you got it. So congratulations. Devin and JD and Timmy and the rest of the top 4, congratulations to you guys. And just everyone at Longhorn Chassis, we are working our tails off at making these cars better and better every week. And I'm just fortunate to be surrounded by a ton of amazing people that are grinding each and every day to make you guys good race cars. So I just got to I'm here on behalf of everyone at Longhorn receiving this award, and thank you to all of them, and thank you guys, and looking forward to what you guys announced back at Eldora this year for 2025 is going to be even more exciting. So we're looking forward to be a small part of it.
Thank you, Steve. Our next award to give out tonight will be the ARP Engine Builder Challenge Award. We had 4 participants this year, including Clements Racing Engines, Cornette Racing Engines, Vic Hill Racing Engines, and Pro Power Racing Engines. We'd like to thank Chris Rasky of ARP for his support on the ARP Engine Builder of the Year. The runner-up this year for the Engine Builder of the Year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series will receive a $250 product certificate from ARP, a $150 product certificate from Brodex Cylinder Heads, and a $500 product certificate from Exodyne, and that'll go to Jack Cornett of Cornett Racing Engines. Jack?
Thanks to the Lucas Oil Series for this Engine Builder Challenge Series award. Congratulations to RTJ, Kohler Motorsports on their championship. Drake Troutman on his Rookie of the Year. Also, congratulations to the Clements brothers on their winning the Engine Builders Championship. And last but not least, thanks to all the employees back home doing what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Our 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series ARP Engine Builder of the Year will receive a $1,000 check from Automotive Racing Products, a $500 product certificate from ARP, a $200 product certificate from Brodex Cylinder Heads, a $250 product certificate from Summit Racing Equipment, and a $750 product certificate from Exodyne. And that will go to Glenn and Tony Clements of Clements Racing Engines.
Yeah, first we'd certainly like to thank God for blessing us with this opportunity to do something we've been so passionate about. We've desired to race and work on race engines our whole entire life. We'd like to thank ARP for sponsoring our award. We'd really like to thank all of our crew back in Spartanburg. Clements Race Engines is a family, and we really think of each and every one of our employees as family members. We'd also like to thank Lucas. This is an unbelievable series. We're just honored to be a small part of it. So we really appreciate every one of our customers that's give us the opportunity to serve them, and just like to say thank you very much, and we appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate y'all so much. We look forward to continuing a great service for you. Thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Of course, we couldn't do all of this with all of our great sponsors without them. The official sponsors of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Of course, Lucas Oil Products. Thank you, Morgan Lucas, Katie Lucas, for all that you do. And for Forrest for, as Rick said, believing us back in 2005 that we could do something, and we obviously have, and couldn't do it without the Lucas family's support, obviously. Also, our other great official sponsors, including MAF TV, FloRacing, General Tire, Big River Steel, My Race Pass, E3 Spark Plugs. It's hard to see up here. Sunoco Race Fuels, Arizona Sports Shirts, Automotive Racing Products, Veland, Hoosier Racing Tire, also Summit Racing Equipment, UNOH, the University of Northwestern Ohio, Buzz Electric Bicycles, Wheelan, also Homatro, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Miller Welders, Rugged Radios, All-Star Performance, ArmsList.com, Brandon Ford, Dirt Draft, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and Pro Things Apparel. Let's give all of those folks a big round of applause. Thank you very much for your support. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Tim McWhorter from Sunoco Race Fuels. Tim, could you come on up, please? Give him a round of applause. Thank you. And for the longtime support of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and of course the Sunoco Race Fuels North-South 100 at Florence Speedway. Good to see you, thank you. Third place in this year's Sunoco Race for Gas. He'll receive a check for $1,000, and that'll go to T-Mac, Tim McCready. Tim? Second place in this year's Sunoco Race for Gas. He'll receive a check for $2,000. That'll go to last year's national champion, Hudson O'Neill. And this year's Sunoco Race for Gas winner, he'll get a check for $3,000. Your 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series national champion, Ricky Thornton Jr. Thank you, guys. Give them all a big round of applause, please. Thank you. Now, the next awards we'll give away will be the Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. We'd like to thank Gerald Newton, Carl Korbacher, again from Arizona Sport Shirts, for their cooperation this year and help. Kind of a neat thing. We have 14 races that paid $30,000 or more to win, as all part of this Crown Jewel Cup. And it's just a pretty neat deal to keep track of the points throughout that. And the drivers will get cash awards. The top 5 in the points for those 14 races will get cash. Our 5th place competitor in this year's Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup, he will receive a check for $2,000, and that'll go to Max Blair. Max? Does he stay up here? Okay. We'll get a group photo. 4th place in this year's Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. He will receive a check for $3,000, and that'll go to Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky? Third place in this year's Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. He'll receive a check for $4,000. That'll go to Tim McCready. Tim? This year's runner-up in the Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. He'll receive a check for $6,000. That will go to Jonathan Davenport. JD? And your 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. For the first time in his career, he will receive a check for $15,000, and that will go to Devin Moran. Devin.
Talk to it. Yeah, just want to thank Arizona Sports Shirt, Gerald Newton, everybody there.
They put a lot of money into this series over the last couple years. I'm bummed I don't get the cool trophy like some of these guys have got, but we'll take what we get. But I just want to thank them, and yeah, it's an honor to be up here.
We need a group photo. Thank you. Give them all a big round of applause. Thank you. Great job, guys. Well, again this year, Brandon Ford has a TV challenge race. 13 races this year broadcast on MAV TV on a tape-delayed basis. And the top 3 in the points for the Brandon Ford TV challenge will get cash tonight. Our third place driver in the Brandon Ford TV challenge for 2024, he will receive a check for $2,000, and it will go to Jonathan Davenport. JD. That's all right. That's all right. Get your steps in tonight. Second place in this year's Brandon Ford TV challenge. He'll receive a check for $5,000, and that will go to Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky. And back up stage for another $15,000 check is this year's Brandon Ford TV challenge, earning the most points in our 13 TV races, and that will go to Devin Moran. Devin. Thank you. Give them all a big round of applause again. Thank you, guys. I'd like to have Michael Lefevers from Slicker Graphics. Michael, if you could come up here, please give him a big round of applause for all that he does, not only for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, but for all the drivers and racetracks that he serves. So this year, for the first time, we did the Slicker Graphics Slickest Move of the race, each and every Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race. So it'll go to the top 2 drivers who earned the most points for the slickest move of each Lucas Oil race. Second place this year, he will receive a check for $1,000. That'll go to Jonathan Davenport. JD, come on back up. Our 2024 Slicker Graphics Slickest Move of the race, and again, accumulating points at each and every Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series event. He will receive a check for $2,000, and that will go, welcome back to the stage, Devin Moran. Devin. We finally got a trophy. We do have some other ones, I think, by the way, yeah. Give him a big round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you, Michael Lefevers. We'd like to mention our 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series contingency sponsors, including Advanced Powder Coating, Barron's Performance Warehouse, Bill Stein Shocks, Black Diamond Race Cars, Boyd Built Fabrication, Brodeck Cylinder Heads, Capital Race Cars, Clements Racing Engines, Coleman Farms, Dave Warren Power Sports, Deathridge Opticians, Earnhardt Technologies Group, eBuzz Electric Bikes, Fast Shafts, Fox Shocks, Heath Lawson Photography, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Hellraiser Jacks, Kaiser Manufacturing, Longhorn Chassis, MD3, along with Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet Metal, MSD, Outerwears Performance Products, PEM, Penske Racing Shocks, Poske's Performance, Pro Power Racing Engines, Rocket Chassis, Schoenfeld Headers, Simpson Race Products, Slicker Graphics, Strange Oval, Swift Springs, Thermotech, Todd Steel Buildings, Vic Hill Racing Engines, Victory Fuel, Willwood Brakes, and Exeldyne. Give them all a big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Move right along here. The start of our point segment here. So we'd like to recognize our top 17 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for the 2024 season. For the first time ever, that's the most that have ever run, whether it's a driver race team, or ever race. Perfect attendance. 17 race teams. Finishing 17th in this year's championship points. He will receive a check for $12,000, and that'll go to the driver of car 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, Corey Lawler. Corey?
That was probably the toughest thing I've ever had to do or have ever done. It's a dream that I've been able to go out there and race on the National Lucas Oil Series at just 22 years old. The steel takes a lot of work and effort. Anyone that says it's easy has never done it, and I'm fortunate to have the family and I have that allows me to do this. My mom, my dad, Dylan, Tab back at the shop, and Grammy. A huge thank you and shout out to Bill and Josie Sleeper at Pro Power at Racing Engines. Without you guys, we would not have been able to complete the year. Thank you to Ross and his entire crew for everything you guys have done for us for the year. It was great to get to know you guys, along with Brendan and the entire crew back there. It was awesome to get to know you guys as well. Thank you to the entire Lucas Oil team. You guys kept us all in line and take care of us when needed. Being our first year out on the road, it was a huge learning curve, and I appreciate all the help from everyone on the road. It was great to get to know most of the drivers and teams along the way. Thank you to everyone involved in this team. It takes an army to make this happen. First off, my mom and dad, couldn't do it without you guys. Poncho's Racing Products, Sunoco Race Fuels, and Tim at Basil Fuels, Dryden, PPC Lubricants, All About Wraps, Pro Power Engines, Rocket Chassis, Mark and Steve, Creekside Auto Sales, Chris Zacharias, Kaufman's Auto Clinic. And to all my product sponsors, thank you for everything you guys do for us as well. We're looking forward to year 2 and seeing everyone in Florida. Thank you.
Finishing 16th in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series National Championship points. He'll receive a check for $13,000, plus $500 check from Fox Shocks for the most B-Main wins, and a $500 product certificate from Lincolnton, North Carolina, Carson Ferguson. Carson?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. This will be a little long, but I just want to make sure I thank everybody. 3 years ago, I was still racing on open trail with my dad's truck, just running up and down with a few buddies, Cameron, Ethan, Andrew, and Aiden, just going back to our day jobs on the next Monday. And then now, in 2024, I got upgraded living my dream. For the first few races, I was just still in awe at the fact that I was riding up and down the road in a stacker trailer and a toter. And really, no matter how bad the night went, pulling back to seeing a stacker, like I said, was just put a smile on my face. That's when I started to feel like I was on cloud nine. I got to go to a lot of tracks I thought I'd only get to see on TV and visit a lot of states that I never thought I'd get to travel to. This year I got to ride up and down the road with the most three dedicated guys that I've ever got to work with in the sport. Scott, Paul, Nick, and Kyle, they gave their all every day, no matter how bad I tore up the car, no matter how bad I did the race before. They were always there the next morning. And none of us really knew how much change would happen through the year, but starting back in March, I can confidently say that we all gave it our best shot and hit the ground running, even though we know we were buried in a pretty deep hole to start our track. I'd like to congratulate Ricky Thornton and his team on their championship, and Drake Troutman and his boys on Rookie of the Year. I don't think people know how tough Drake and them did it. They went up and down that truck and trailer that had a few years on it. I think their average age was a lot lower than the other teams, and they had a lot less to work with than I was lucky to fall into. And they never gave up, whether it was unloading a backup car some nights or knocking the deck out in a heat race. They gave it all their all, and congratulations, boys. I want to take time to thank all that made it happen. Donald and Gina Bradshaw, thank you for taking a chance on me and seeing the potential in me when I didn't really see it. I want to thank my dad for always being the first one to tell me what I did wrong, but also the first to tell me when I finally hit the line that he knew I needed to do. I want to thank my friends and family for still pushing me to chase, to live my dreams, no matter how many family vacations, birthdays, parties, and everything else I miss. I want to thank my sponsors, Mega Plumbing, Hoopah Graydon, Coltman Farms, Wesley Page Racing Shocks, Franklin Enterprise, Arms List, Baker Mitchell Plumbing, High Tech Special Effects, Brad Benton Trucking, Live Oak Family Dentistry, Tribo Electric, Buddy's Towing, my great product sponsors. I got to start off with everybody at Longhorn by Wesley Page, Lugnut, Andrew Dillon, John Page, Bill, my brother Zach Smith. I got to thank everybody at Bilstein, Cornet Racing Engines, Sweet Manufacturing, Wiles, Midwest Sheet Metal, Winners Rear End, Sunoco, Hoosier Tire South, Lucas Oil, Barrett's, DRP, Performance Bodies, Buzzy Racing, Dirt Car Lift, Clements Racing Engines, Longhorn Chassis, Walker Filters, Willwood Brakes, K1 Race Gear, Mark for Martin, MPI Steering Wheels, Collins Signs, John Page Racing, and Pro Fabrication, and Bell Helmets. I never thought I'd get to list those sponsors, but blessed to be able to list that much. I want to thank my Mama Ferguson for teaching me how to drive. I hope she's watching tonight. And I want to dedicate this season to Cameron Young, Dwayne Cromer, and everybody else at Endorsal Art. We lost Ryan this year, and it really made us stand back and realize how grateful we need to be for those around us. To the whole Lucas Oil faculty and staff, thank you for giving us the most professional and safest series to race in. And to my beautiful girlfriend, McKenna, thank you for jumping on this road life with me. It's not how we both thought this year was going to go, but we both jumped in head first and not really knowing what we were doing or how we were going to do it, but you stayed steady by my side and understanding with me. Lastly, I want to thank the good Lord for giving us all the ability to do what we love. Thank you.
Check for $2,500. The driver of the 17 SS from Dade City, Florida. Welcome, Brendan Smith. Brendan.
Well, first off, I just want to say a huge thank you to Lucas Oil for putting this whole deal on and making an awesome first year for us. You know, we spent half the year working out of y'all's shop in y'all's way, so I really appreciate y'all taking us kind of under your wing and letting us do that. Big thank you to Mark Richards and Steve Baker and all the guys at Rocket Chassis for Mark's really taking me under his wing this year and done a lot to help me be better than I am. So we work out of the third shop at their place. The other half of the year, we're not working out of the Lucas Oil shop. So congratulations to Ricky on the championship. Kohler Motorsports, that's well deserved. Thank you to Bobby for letting us park our rig there for a couple weeks and watching over my stuff while it was there. That was really cool, y'all. We really appreciate it. And Joe Adam for letting us park our rig there for a couple weeks and fix the front clip after we smacked the wall at Knoxville after blowing a right front tire. That was really cool of them. We appreciate all them guys. They're some really good buddies of ours. We've met a lot of really cool people on this deal. We met Corey and Poncho, who we never really had talked to them before until we got on the road racing with them. So that was really cool. They've become really good friends of ours. And getting to talk to and go to dinner with Mr. Ken and all the guys at Garrett Alberson and Alberson Motorsports and all that. That was, we always enjoy getting to hang out with all you guys, and it's been a pleasure. I want to thank my grandma and grandpa first off for being, allowing me to do this. If you would have told 12-year-old me that was working on his race car off the pad in his front yard that I was going to have a chance to race in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, I would have probably told you he was crazy. So thank you to him for my grandpa. We all call him Big Dad. That's what me and the crew all know him as. It's Big Daddy's Cattle, for giving me the opportunity to do this. He's been a blessing to me. I'm sure he's watching right now, probably smiling. And my grandma for always making sure we get the best deals on everything with her coupons, going to eat lunch and everything. So we appreciate her. I got to thank all my crew. My guy Ryan, Unk, we call him. He does a lot for us. He's a team manager. He'll let you know that if you ask him. And Shelby, she come on about halfway through the year at Houston Speedway. It was her just before we went to Houston, she had just started, and she's been a huge help doing tires and everything else and making sure everything stays clean and organized, because we're not very good at that. And Steven just came on this last month. He's gone to a couple races with us. I think he's going to be a huge addition to our team for next year. And obviously, I want to thank all my sponsors, Tommy and Christy, and Mark and Christy with Guardian Hurricane Protection. They've been with me from the start of this deal. Before I ever even sat in a race car, they've been a supporter of mine, so I got to thank them. Total Claim Source, JR, Shannon, and Mariah for stepping up middle of the year this year, right before we went to Eldora for the first time, and they've been a huge help to us all year. Clyde and Eli Johnson for stepping up this year. Going to be a great partnership with them going into next year. We're really excited. Plum Crazy Plumbing, Dennis Williams and Ann, that's another one. They've been with me since the start, since the first time before I ever even got in a race car. He bought me my first fire suit and everything else, and he's been a huge supporter of mine ever since then. Sunoco Race Fuels, Richie Lewis and Rick Williams, they keep our stuff running in tip-top shape, so we appreciate him for that. Wix Filters and Evan England for keeping us with all of our filters supplied for our rig and the generator and the race cars and everything else you don't even think you need filters for. Crawford Auto Repair, Jimmy, Crystal, and Zach, they've been some really good friends of ours that we met just out of the blue one night, so they've really stepped up and helped us all year. Jim Passano, another one that's been on my stuff since the very first time I ever got in a race car. He's been a huge supporter of mine the whole time I've been racing, and I'm sure he's watching back at home probably smiling too. Andy Durham with Durham Racing Engines. Andy has been a huge help to us, keeping us with enough motors to where we can keep doing this deal all year long. And Brian with Hoosier, keeping us hooked up with tires all the time, keeping Shelby busy all the time. And Tim Morgan with Spring Pro for keeping our shock smasher and every spring smasher and all that running real good all the time. That's all I got. Thank you.
Pennsylvania, Boom Briggs! Circling around here, Boom's got to keep it out that pull down and one. It looks good down the next right. A little pull away from Garrett Smith. He was smooth through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out on the outside front row for the finale in East Bay. It's gonna be Boom Briggs.
Finishing 14th in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship point standings. He'll receive a check for $15,000. He's already up here. The legendary Rick Boom Briggs. Boom.
Remember, you promised me this was going to be quicker tonight. First thing I want to say is I appreciate the Lucas Oil Series and every single competitor and driver in here for what you guys did Memorial Day weekend when I stayed home when my brother was diagnosed with cancer. My heart's out to all of you because you guys all voted so I could keep my points. And for my family and me, myself, I want to say thank you. Because in this sport, family comes first. And we were fortunate enough the last 2 nights to have some business meetings and sponsor meetings with Timmy McCready. Came down with my family, and my brother he's doing really good. He's healthy, still going through chemo, but he was able to be with us. I wish he could be here tonight with us, but it means a lot in this sport for the support of family. And yes, I probably didn't have the best year I should have had, but family comes first. So I want everybody to give a round of applause to my brother, Steve Briggs, who has supported this sport with 2 cars, supported me, and he brought Dave Warren on as a sponsor for Lucas this year. So I'd like to give my brother a round of applause. Thank you. So that being said, I've been fortunate enough to do this for a long time because of my family. My dad's been gone now for about 7 years, and you know, I know you guys all know I'm going to step back a little bit next year, but that's fine. But I've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to do this. So I should have wrote a list, but I didn't. But it's all right. You know, my mom, my brother, my wife Sherry, who's down in Florida, where I should be, where it's warmer. But we have some longtime sponsors on that race car that have supported that race car when my dad drove it in 1984 for 40 years. And the Briggs Transport team, the Briggs family, has always been supportive of dirt late model racing, and I'm very fortunate. But that being said, Mark Richards, Steve Baker, Sherry Baker, all of the Rocket One crew, thank you. Glenn and Tony Clements, thank you. You guys go above and beyond for me, and Glenn, you're a really good friend. So hopefully I can maybe cut back my racing a little bit better and do a little bit better next year and be a little bit more successful. So thank you.
Driver of car 6 from Jupiter, Florida, Clay Harris. Clay.
All right, so I don't know how to make a speech, so here we are. I want to thank my mom and dad for helping me out as much as they do. You know, beginning this year, I didn't think I was going to race this series or race any series, so we run about 5 or 6 super late model races last year, and it was a dream of mine to run this series, so it's pretty cool that I got to do this. I also want to thank Mr. Wilkerson and the whole Wilkerson family. They've done a lot for me. I don't know how to put it, but I've really never had a lot of help until this year, or not this year, but started late model racing about 4 or 5 years ago, and the Wilkerson family just, they become family to me, because I really never had nobody like them. So they stepped up. They got me a toter, a rig, everything I needed to go race this year. And they helped me out every weekend. So big thank you to them. Chad Tootin with Boswell Oil, Ron DeBoe, Kyle DeBoe with the National Fragile X Foundation. Let's see. Jason and Topo with Impact Electric. And everybody else that just helps me out. I appreciate y'all.
Finishing 12th in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points, his 3rd straight year running with us. He'll receive a point fund check for $25,000. The driver of car 7 from Georgetown, Delaware, Ross Robinson. Ross?
Do my best to make this as quick as possibly can. I want to thank Lucas for giving us a great series to race with week in and week out. You guys are a class-act operation. We appreciate everything you do. It was a normal national tour year. It's tough. It's anybody that thinks it's easy, they need to try it one time. So, but it's a lot of fun, and it's truly a dream come true. All the craziness this year with car owners and drivers and talking about how long things have been together got me thinking about my car owners, Kenny and Tracy. They've been involved with me since 2006. Of some form or another, I could have very well been involved long before then, but that's when I knew that they got involved, so can't thank them enough for everything they do. Amanda, 5 years tomorrow. I love you. Thank God you don't listen to Boom, because if you did, you'd probably leave me. Gotta thank Roach, Michael. He was with me all year long. He couldn't be here tonight, but I appreciate everything he does. Devin, for filling in whenever I needed him. Beef, my grandfather and family and friends, everybody back home. Gotta thank Eckert. He keeps me from being too stupid and has done a lot for me this year, and I'm grateful for him and Crystal and everything they do. Stoker Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, the Frozen Farmer, Wesley Collins Builders. Not only got to thank them for helping us go up and down the road, but they also built Amanda and I a beautiful home that luckily we're getting to enjoy now. Melvin Judges Sand and Gravel, Scott Dobson Mortgage Group, Rocket Chassis right there, all the Rocket One guys. Can't appreciate everything you do. Tony and Glenn, awesome to see you guys get Engine Builder of the Year award. You guys are a lifesaver, and I couldn't imagine doing it without you. Barron's Performance Warehouse, Boswell Oil, Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic, Brian Green with top-notch graphics for always keeping everything looking good. The Emery family, Emery's Chassis Works, the Champlin family, the Scott family, for always being a phone call away whenever I need you. Performance Bodies, Allegheny Services, Griff Works, Lucas Oil Products, FK Rod Ends, Walker Filtration, Gorsu's Performance Solutions, Hank with Winning Edge Carburetors, Fast Shafts, DHR Fab, Swift Springs, Chris Davis for always being a phone call away and a good laugh whenever you need him with Midwest Sheet Metal, Kaiser Wheels, Kevin Nouse Designs, the Fab Shop, and got to touch on, his dad's not doing good, so we're thinking of you guys. Gouge Manufacturing, Four Boys Racing, Pro Fab Headers, Earnhardt Technologies, Blue Cord Media, My Race Pass, and Impact Race Gear. Thank you all, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Work the outside of Tony White, and Drake Troutman is going to win his first career start with the 15K right in front of him. Oh man, but he wins it.
If you've got a few moments, we've got a long list of awards for Drake Troutman here coming up. First off, he is the 2024 O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. Give him a big round of applause. Along with a $20,000 check, he'll receive the Rookie of the Year ring, a $250 gift card from Barron's Performance Warehouse, a $500 product certificate from Earnhardt Technologies Group, carbon fiber drive shaft from Fast Shafts, certificate for 4 sets of shocks, a set of 4 shocks, I should say, from Fox Shocks. Also a $500 product certificate from Kaiser Manufacturing, a $250 product certificate from MD3, a $500 product certificate from PEM, also a $250 gift card from Poske's Performance Parts, also a $2,500 product certificate from Pro Fabrication, a $500 product certificate from Schoenfeld Headers, a $50 product certificate from Simpson, also a certificate for 1 free wrap from Slicker Graphics, a $500 product certificate from Strange Oval, also a certificate for 4 springs from Swift Springs, also a $500 product certificate from Thermotech, a certificate for 10 sheets of aluminum from Veland, and a $500 product certificate from Willwood. Along with that, for 11th place in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points, he'll receive a check for $30,000. Welcome to the stage from Hindman, Pennsylvania, Drake Troutman. Drake. That's a lot of stuff, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You can always count on your grandmother to embarrass the hell out of you. But all right, it was a really long season. Started off pretty slow, but felt like towards middle of the year, we started picking it up a little bit. And I got to thank my boys, Hunter and Mason and Kyle and Easton, Ian Brenneman. He's in the military right now. Jake, Rosie, Caden, just everyone that plays a role in my career. They work their asses off every week. So really got to thank them. Got to thank Lucas Oil for everything that they've done for us here this year. It's an awesome series. They always take really good care of us, and it's a really professional run series. So got to thank those guys. All you got, drivers, crews, stepped up to give us a hand this year whenever we needed it. We really appreciate that, and you guys have been true role models and idols, especially, JD. he's kind of taken us under his wing here this year and taught us the ropes on a few things. And got to thank Boom for always keeping us in check. He's a pretty good one for that. You know, this is something I wanted to do ever since I've been a little kid, and to be able to live this dream out's been really humbling, and it's been an awesome deal for us. We're really excited. We're really excited for 2025, partnering up with GR Smith, and hopefully we'll be back and better than ever. Couldn't do it without all my sponsors. Got a lot of sponsors here. It's a sponsor-based team, and without them, we wouldn't be able to do this deal. So, got to thank Longhorn Chassis, Steve Arpin, everyone at Longhorn Chassis that helps keep us going. Keith Burner with Afterburner Performance. He's been on our side all year long, helping us out. He's been a real mentor to us, and again, keeping us in check. Vinny Giuliani with VG Performance. Jerry Sidon and Roofing, Wheeler Fleet Solutions, RFI Resources, Schaefer Construction, Chiefs Diesel Performance, Coltman Farms, Stone Natural Resources, Fuel Service by Glassmere, Smith Warehouse, Clores Notary, 316 Motorsports, Brin Transmissions. He pulled us out of a couple binds here this year. Dynamic Drive Shafts, Sunoco Race Fuel, Slicker Graphics, Willys Carburetors, TC Race Cars, NGK Spark Plugs, Outerwears, Walker Air Filters, Swiss Springs, Performance Bodies, and Poske's Performance Parts. Look forward to racing with you guys again next year, and thanks again for everything that you've done for us.
Jimmy Owens down the back straightaway for the final time. JD's closing in a hurry. A Hail Mary in turns 3 and 4. Checker.
A couple years ago, I didn't know if I was still going to be racing or not with the passing of Leon. That one was pretty tough on me. And then just looking around for some stuff and everything to finish that year out with. Next year, we wasn't real sure what was going to go on or whatever, but got introduced to Bobby Kohler from Michael Abner, and you know, it's been really great. He's been a real good guy. He's come up, him and his whole family. Yeah, it's been more than good to me, and being able to race the last couple of years with him, picking and choosing, running the series, doing whatever I wanted to do. I couldn't ask for a better person. They've been really good to me, and I appreciate everything. Appreciate all my crew, my family, Mike Hayes, Melissa, Nathan, Jeff Strope, Kurt Owens, Mark Eller from Four Boys Performance, and all those guys. They've been really big help, and I couldn't do it without them guys. And you know, we lost Pup with Hoosier this year. You know, that kind of sucked. And then Jeff Gullett, and of course Scott Blomquist. You know, we lost a lot of good friends this year. But that aside, I have to thank Ultimate Towing, Reese Monument, Boom Test, Capital Waste, Tim Short Automotive Group, Red Line Oil, Rocket Chassis. Mark and those guys have been really good to us through the years. Midwest Sheet Metal, Chris, I've known him for quite some time. Met him at the Chili Bowl. He got to watch me flip the midget up there, and he was making fun of me, so that kind of, it's been about that way ever since. 5-Star Metal Buildings, Ultra Shield Race Products. Those guys have been with me since basically I started racing. Wiles Drive Shaft, Fox Shocks, 5-Star Shop Services, Capital Electric, PRC, Racing Optics, Barron's Performance Warehouse, and all the guys up there, Harry and all of them. Outerwears, Tim and all the guys, Russ, Richie and all the guys at Snowco. Thank you guys. Delph Communications, Big Hill Race Engines, and Sabisma Graphics, and Goodyear Race Products. So thank you guys.
Finishing ninth in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points, his first year driving for Centerline Motorsports. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. He will get a check for $40,000 for ninth place in the points. He'll also get a $500 check courtesy of Todd Steel Buildings for the Hard Charger Award. From Centerville, Pennsylvania, the driver of the 111, Max Blair. Max.
All right, so I'm pretty terrible at this, so it's going to go way faster than everybody else. But I want to start off, I want to thank or congratulate Ricky and the whole Kohler Motorsports team, man. It's a long time coming. It's it's been a lot of fun getting to know you guys over the last couple of years, and I really appreciate the friendship, you, Shay, and the boys, and it's really cool getting to go up and down the road with you guys all the time. So congratulations, all you. I got to thank all my people. Number one, I got to thank Brad Mallory of Centerline Motorsports for the opportunity, the friendship, just everything they've done for me, believing in me and giving me the chance to come out here and do this with you guys. It's, sometimes I don't know if I belong here, I don't, but they believe in me and give me the chance to do it every week, so I can't thank them enough. But all our sponsors, the Gable Inn, the Creek Pizza and Pub, Creekside Auto Sales, Murphy's Logging, C&J Dairy, Upstate Auto Group, TLW Transport, Riggs Fiber, Deer Lakes Bowl, Dean Auto Group, Briggs Transport, Bish Heating and Cooling, Longhorn Chassis, Bilstein Shocks, VP Fuels, Close Racing Supply, All-Star Performance, Swift Springs, XX Batteries, Simpson for their amazing shipping times, and Clements Racing Engines, everything Glenn, that their team does. Glenn's a great guy. He's one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. I love them guys. True Form, Stack Products, and all the rest of the product sponsors who've helped us along the way. I got to thank all my crew. Number one, my dad. He's the backbone of this whole deal. Without him, none of this even exists, that's for sure. Kayla, Ricky, Dave, my boy McLean, and everyone else. We have a bunch of people who help us when they can, and I appreciate that a lot. I got to thank my wife and McLean and Hayes. Both my kids. Hazy's homesick, so Brandy couldn't make it, so McLean took her spot here this weekend. But I hope she's feeling better. Brandy told me she's watching, so I want to say hi to her. I hope you're feeling better, baby girl. And we plan to be better. We plan to be back next year, and hopefully maybe we can get a little closer to that top four. So thanks again, everybody, and again, congratulations, Ricky, DJ, Ricky again, the other Ricky. You guys, again, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, and I'm sure we'll all be chasing you again next year, so it's been a lot of fun.
Big Perm, welcome to East Bay.
Yes.
Victory Lady did it.
Yes, yes, Dalton Wilson, you are a winner with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and the finale at East Bay Raceway.
One of the coolest moments to be a part of was the last Winter Nationals race at East Bay. Dalton Wilson came up with the win. He finishes 8th in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points. He will also receive a check for $45,000. But he is also, the first time we presented this award, I'd like to have Brett Coltman come here for Coltman Farms Racing. He is our Sportsman of the Year. He'll get a check for $2,500 from Brett Coltman from Fayetteville, North Carolina. How about it for Dalton Wilson? Dalton.
Thank you. I hope everybody's having a good night. I want to start off by saying congratulations to Ricky, Shay, the entire family. You guys have been through a lot, and to finally get this championship, that's awesome for you guys. Hats off to your team. Burrows, for your accomplishment too. Drake, it's tough, man, and to see you come out and do it with what you did, that's been awesome. Brett Coltman for everything he does for our sport. This award is really cool. I can't thank James Ratliff enough for believing in me and everything he does for me, the entire Ratliff family. James, Justin, Jennifer, Tonguet, all of our great sponsors, ICS, MGL, Grant Lee, Keltner, B&L Construction, New Point Lighting and Design, JR Motor Sales, JR Trucking, the Auto Outlet, VP, Hoosier, Penske Racing Shocks, just everybody that's had a small part or a big part in this deal. Glenn Clements and Clements Racing Engines for everything you do for us. Steve Arpin and everybody at Longhorn, thanks for you guys for what you do. And, all my guys, it was up and down year. We got thrown some curveballs, but, thanks to JC, Blake, my brother, Josh, just anybody that come along the way and helped us, whether it was one night or half the year. A little over 3 years ago, I got a phone call from probably the greatest guy that I know, and we lost him this year. So, Jeff Gullett meant a lot to a lot of people in this room, and this one, hopefully we can keep going and do good for him. I know he's up there looking down on us and proud of us. So, like I said, thanks to everybody, and we'll see everybody here for too long.
Let's give Brett Coltman a big round of applause for all that he does for us with the Lucas Oil Late Model Series of racing. Brett, thank you.
We're really excited to be able to present this award for sportsmanship. A lot of what we do is we're trying to build, heroes out in our industry, because I know each and every one of you guys that go up and down the road are heroes for what you do. This award really is to recognize the driver that exemplifies both on and off the track, the qualities of sportsmanship, and, creates an environment where we can have young drivers and young children look up to people to be heroes. We're missing some of those, and I think that they can come back probably from this group. It's really exciting to choose Dalton. It's been, I'm from the South Side, and I've gotten to watch Dalton in a lot of races. Not always the bride, a lot of times the bridemaid, and never really having a bad word, never throwing anything, and then to go through the adversity that he went through this year, a lot of respect, just a lot of respect. We're happy to be here, and thank you very much.
Turns 3 and 4. He's going to pick up his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of the year. It's going to be the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marlar, in the Skyline Motorsports 157.
Finishing 7th in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points. You'll get a point fund check for $50,000. The driver of the Skyline Motorsports 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee, Mike Marlar. Mikey.
Hey guys, happy to be here. It's I've heard a lot of these guys say this, but it's a dream to get to do this. And as I look around this room, we're all one big family, and lots of friends and family, and we've made a lot of great friends, doing this sport over the years, and grateful to get to do it, and I want to thank God for that and all you guys for that. It's a blessed to get to be around all you guys. So. Anyway, I want to say thanks to, first off, the Lucas staff. you guys are total professionals. You know, you're always got an ear for what we need to help us continue and just keep making the sport better and better and better. And, you know, we always strive to win. We didn't get a win, but, you know, this $50,000 check for seventh place here is making us feel way better about that, you know, so we got to thank you guys for all that. And I'd like to also thank or congratulate Ricky, you know, on his championship and the whole Kohler Motorsports team, and Drake over here, you know, for his Rookie of the Year, you know, accomplishment. You know, I've known Drake quite a while now, and his dad brought him down to the shop, you know, probably 6 years ago when he's just dabbling in late models. And Bud, your dad would be proud of you. You know, you're doing awesome, and you got all the respect from all of us on the racetrack. So just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be a star, you know. So congratulations. And I'd like to think, you know, this year was our first year with Skyline Motorsports. New team, a lot of building process, got the thing off the ground, got to the track, you know, with everything it takes to do that. And Greg Bruning really has supplied us with everything that we need. And I want to say thanks to Greg, you know, for everything he's doing, and just to get us out there every week, and, you know, all the trials and tribulations that entails, you know. So really thankful to have him, and thankful for my new home at Skyline. I'm looking forward to, you know, hopefully a long career there. So, you know, it takes a lot of partners to make that happen, and want to give some recognition to, you know, Bruning Rock Products and Mesilla Valley Transportation's been with us now, you know, I think maybe we're going into our fourth season, and Olson Explosives, our friend Craig Lindsay, that's been a big supporter of me personally, you know, for over 10 years now, Can-Am Automotive that you see on the car, and Truck Country, Bennett Explosives, Bill Stein Shocks, Midwest Sheet Metal, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Hovden Oil, Capital Signs, you know, and a lot of, you know, I know we're running along here tonight, so I've got a lot of associate sponsors that's been with us for a long time. You guys know who you are. We know how much we appreciate you, and, you know, we do business each and every week, so couldn't do it without, you know, all you guys. And got to give a big shout out to Steve and the Longhorn Chassis and Clements Engines, and we use Vic Engines also, Vic Hill, and Glenn's sitting over here. Happy to have Glenn here tonight, and man, that guy's a miracle worker. You know, I just couldn't do it without him and Tony and everything you guys do, and all the communication back and forth, and just he helping each and every one of us teams get better and better and better. So thank you guys. And so Winning Edge Carburetors, Hank's here with us also, and you know, our Skyline North shop, which is Zeb and JD and Greg and Tyler and all the guys up there that, you know, help our team run every day. And also want to, you know, give a shout out to you know, Josh and Cody and Jerry and Josh's wife Allie and my wife Stacy, and just, you know, what a family we have. And you know, couldn't do it without you guys, and wouldn't want to do it without you guys. So thanks for that, everything you guys do, because you know, I think we're known in the pits probably as we're a true team. You know, we're always together. We've been together for years and years, and no, you know, never looking around. You know, we're always looking forward, and we know we're going to do it together as long as we can, if we can. And I just really appreciate you guys for everything you do, and couldn't do it without you, like I said. So, yeah, just thanks, you know, to everybody here. Thanks for everything you do, and you know, I want to, you know, give a little recognition to my competitors. You know, we got Ricky for the championship and Drake for the rookie, and everybody in between. You know, I do feel like that you guys are the best in the sport, and it makes me want to be here. I want to race with the best guys. I want the most professional guys. So I do have a lot of respect for all you guys, and I appreciate everything you do. And you know, congratulations to everybody on this year, and for 17 guys getting through this deal. You know, some of the young pups getting started, and the old guys that's been around the block a time or two. It's not easy, and you know, just want to say thanks and congratulate all you guys too. So I need to mention Chris out there. You know, he livens up the party every time, and he's been a good associate sponsor of ours for quite a while now, and I really appreciate him too. So thank you all.
Head down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4 for for the final time, James. Moran goes low. Alberson goes lower. Moran gets too high. It's going to be a drag race to the line. And go! Gets unofficial at the line. He did it. It's official by 9/1000ths of a second. He is finally a winner with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Garrett Alberson.
Pretty cool right there at Ford Royal back in August. He finishes 6th in this year's championship points. His 2022 O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year will receive a check this year for $60,000. The driver of the Roberts Racing 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Garrett Alberson.
Yeah, first off, just got to say congratulations to Ricky and the whole Kohler Motorsports team. What you guys put together in that short period of time was really impressive, and you all are deserving champions, so congratulations. Congratulations to Drake and the whole team over there. You guys fought hard, and that's really awesome to see you guys get that done. So, yeah, 2024 has been just a really cool season for this whole team. It's been our most competitive from a performance standpoint, with our first win, strong podiums, and this is our best points finish by far. So, but more than I'm proud of getting to do these things, I'm proud of how our team did them. Yeah, the team that Ken and Beth put together this year with RC, Thomas, my wife Danny, and my brother Dylan at times. It really made it a joy each and every night to go racing, and I can say that honestly. Whether it was blasting Lion King first thing in the morning to get everyone pumped up and going, or just jumping in, all hands on deck if I goofed up at the wall or something like that. No one ever pointed fingers, and yeah, it's truly the most fun year of racing I've ever had, and I appreciate that. Yeah, when I look at this season and my time in this sport so far, I'm just overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude for all the people that have made it possible to chase my dream and race at this level. People like my parents and my family, they got me started in it. People like Rex Porter, Dave Dietz, Raymond Childress, who were the first real rides I got to get out there and get in cars and get going. People like Ronnie and Terry Stuckey, who really took my wife and I under their wing and made us like family, and kind of showed us how to grow and get going in this racing world. People like EPJ, who kind of showed me how to operate as a race car driver, a real race car driver at the top level. And of course, Ken and Beth Roberts, who just treated us like family, and we love like family, and they give us everything we need to succeed, and yeah, I just can't thank them enough. Yeah, and this gratitude also includes all of the partners with our team that love this and put their whole hearts into it just like we do. Got to thank Sunoco Race Fuels, Sea Valley Transportation, Bill Stein Shocks, Low Voltage Solutions, Longhorn Chassis, Vinny at VG Performance, Glenn and the whole gang at Clements Automotive, Bill Sport Shop, Rubber Machine and Welding, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Performance Bodies, Titan Race Products, Capital Signs, A1 Performance Warehouse, Dunright TV, Mitchell Ranch, Sims Family Racing, Afterburner Performance, Lucas Oil Products, Winning Edge Carburetors, Swift Springs, Fast Shafts, Dirt Car Lift, Go Lithium Batteries, Roberts & Sons Aluminum, PEM, All-Star Performance, Midwest Sheet Metal, Arbor Auto Works, Capital String Company, Browning Auto Parts, American Document Services, Orion Tire and Repair, Super Shots Sports Photography, J. Craig's Tile Co., and McGinley Construction. It's a privilege to have so many people that people and friends that support our team and what we're trying to do. And I really hope that we can continue representing them all well. Thank you so much to Rick, Schwally, and the whole Lucas Oil series, the whole gang. You guys give us such a professional place to race, and it means a lot. And yeah, just thank you all for letting me race with y'all, and yeah, just happy holidays, and look forward to racing with you next year.
Here's the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Series of the defending World 100 on the outside of the other side Racing 71 of Martinsville, Indiana. They come off turn number 4 for the final time. Hudson O'Neal going to get the win here on Tuesday night at East Bay Raceway Park. Hudson O'Neal returns to SSI Motorsports and wins Vinegar Raceway.
Fifth in this year's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points. He'll receive a points fund check for $75,000. The driver of car 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neal.
Thank you, James. Yeah, it was a year, I guess you could say the least. But I just want to say thank you, Lucas Oil, for giving us just an unbelievable place to race. You know, if anybody doesn't say that this is the premier series, I think they would be sadly mistaken. And it's so cool to be able to come out here and see so many great faces and all the great supporters and all the great competitors and everything that come here and return every year. So thank you guys for that. First off, I want to say congrats to Ricky Thornton Jr. on his championship in the entire Kohler Motorsports, and congratulations to Drake on Rookie of the Year. This is a tough deal, and to see everybody persevere and to see Drake do it with limited the way he did and at such a young age is really cool. And congratulations on that. I'd like to start by thanking all my guys that stuck with me throughout the year. Anthony Burrows, Justin Tharp, Nick Hardy, Todd and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, and everybody. I appreciate every one of you guys, and it's an honor to be able to represent you guys on and off the racetrack, and hopefully for many more years to come. I want to thank my girlfriend Tessa and my family and everybody that supports me back behind the scenes. And whenever you have a year like I did, it's so important to have a good support system at home and remind you the important things in life and the man above and pushing you to be the best person you can be every day. And I have probably one of the best support systems at home, and I'm so grateful for all that. I want to take a minute to thank all the sponsors and all the supporters that have helped us throughout the year. And I'd like to thank Wheeler Metals, Big River Steel, Subsurface of Indiana, Professional Concrete, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Merrill Bonding, Bobcat of Batesville, Bob and Tammy Burton, Westside Tractor Sales, Dyno One, Clemens Racing Engines, Paragon Speedway, USSSA Fast Pitch, Midwest Sheet Metal, Tyler Hash, Rumley Engineering, Longhorn Chassis, Bill Stein Shocks, Snowco Race Fuels, High Performance Lubricants, Dirt Car Lift, Buzzy Racing, Wiles Dry Shafts, Swift Springs, Quick Car, Ultra Shield, Sharp Advantage, Brown & Miller, Schoenfeld Headers, Afterburner Performance, FK Rod Ends, Hoosier Tire by Zoo, Willwood Disc Brakes, Winning Edge Carburetors, Winner's Rear Ends, Strange Oval, Jones Products, Mark IV, Barron's, Napa, Performance Bodies, Mount Zion Machine, All-Star, Slicker Graphics, Earnhardt Technologies, Kaiser Manufacturing, Barnes Systems, Simpson Race Products, CSE Fleet Maintenance, and Tire Demon. Thank all you guys so much. Thank you so much to the supporters. Congratulations to all the award winners. Hopefully going forward in 2025, we can all have another unforgettable year and some smoother than others, and we'll see everybody next year. Thank you.
Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York, the Mark Richards Racing, Valvoline, Silver Camp Ranches, Petrov Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Performance Grading, Ace Metalworks, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Gunners, Honey, Fox Shock, Sunoco. Tim McCready, he'll lead lap number 1 here tonight at Eldora.
Your Saturday night winner at All Tech Raceway is going to be Watertown, New York's T-Mac, Tim McCready.
Fourth in the 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points. He'll receive a point fund check for $100,000. He is a 2-time Lucas Oil champion from Watertown, New York. How about it for Tim McCready?
All right. I'll try to be as quickly as possible, like everybody else. I think I don't know who's on the mass text, but they keep saying the gate closes at 11 on the tunnel back over here. So we'll try to wrap it up as quick as possible. Congrats to Drake and the Rookie of the Year. Like everybody else has echoed, I'll say the same thing. You guys went up and down the road, plugging, and with the way you guys did it, with the guys you did it with, sometimes one guy. It's truly amazing. You're going to be real special talent, and I wish you all the best in the future. And to the champ, Ricky, I said the same thing, I think, several years ago when he was a rookie, if I remember right. We all saw that he was talented. We all knew what he could do, and he just had to, keep going until it got done. Congratulations to the Kohler Motorsports, the SSI Motorsports team. It was a two-team effort, and they both deserve a lot of credit, no matter how it worked out. But it took two to get there, and it's pretty cool that you had a couple of owners that would step up like that. And obviously, thank you to Lucas Oil. Everybody puts the whole thing on. Rick, Forrest, Morgan, the entire Lucas family. To be able to run fourth and get 6 figures, like I said, it was only my first championship here. It was $75,000. So it's truly amazing what's kind of happened to the sport in the last not even 4 years. So onward and upward, man. I hope we can keep pushing this thing and more guys can be able to do like me and turn this into a 25-plus year career. So really thank you guys a lot and appreciate it. Obviously, Mark Richards, Steve Baker, Sherry, everybody that's here, to allow me to drive this car. And it's a cool ride with everything that comes with it, man. It's cool to have that kind of pressure. It's just a neat deal all the way around. I took a shot at it. Obviously, we strove to be better than we ended up, but at the end of the day, I think we did some unique things that hopefully can pay off in the future for a lot of customers, and for me too when I move on to driving for Boom and everybody over there. It was a fun ride, man. I'll tell you, I didn't know what to expect, and it was all positive. It was really cool. So obviously, Danny, Austin, and Joel, the guys that they're the backbone of the team. They do the work. Great attitudes. Probably helped me be better for myself, because everybody knows that I can get pretty ornery after a while. You never lose that competitive fire, and maybe I don't show it the right way. I kind of show it with anger and vigor a little bit, but it's just tough because you're always trying so hard to be your best. Thank you guys for everything. You did a great job. Obviously, the sponsors for this car, Valvoline, Separate Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Styles Marine, Performance Grading, sitting over here. Like they said, they opened their gates to us. We tested there a year before and knew that track was going to be awesome to race at, and they've done a great job. Rocket Pre-Owned Motors, Rocket Chassis, obviously, Petrov Towing, Franklin Engineering, or I always say that, Franklin Enterprises. I don't know why I've said it wrong all year long. Fox Shocks, Durham Race Engines, Sunoco Race Fuels, and obviously all the product sponsors that Mark has, that I've had over the years, there's so many. If we were 3 steps higher up, I'd read through every single one of them and keep you guys here all night. But they know who they are, and honestly, everybody that's on this Rocket One car is truly amazing to work with, and I appreciate everything they've done for me personally. I also want to thank Donald and Gina at Paler Motorsports to be able to properly thank you guys, because we had a heck of a run, man. It was a run that I don't know if we expected it or knew it was going to happen, but man, what a ride it was, and how professional you guys treated me, and how you you were telling me, hey, go get it, and Donald told me if it was him, he probably would take a shot at it too, driving for Mark. So thank you for that, and congratulations on your guy. I know I've told him several times, keep your head up. He's going to do all right. And obviously my wife Karen, my kids Gavin and Cambria, they're home. Can't wait to end this thing, and we'll get in the car and see them in the morning and watch some football on Sunday, and go Bills.
49 2015 Show Me 100 winner, 3-time Lucas Oil champion. It'll be Jonathan Davenport.
Superman flies to the victory in the Show Me 100 Lucas Oil Speedway. Jonathan Davenport is going to win here at Port Royal, Dustin. Your Friday night winner at East Bay Raceway Park is going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Jonathan Davenport has won the Pittsburgher off at turn number 4 as he takes the checkered flag.
Third place in this year's championship points. He'll receive a point fund check for $125,000. He is also the All-Star Performer Fast Time of the Year Award winner. He'll get a check for $500 plus a $250 product certificate. He is also this year's Death Reach Opticians most popular driver, voted on by the race fans. He'll get a check for $500. From Simpson Race Products for the most heat race wins, he'll get a check for $500 and a product certificate for a new helmet. The driver of car 49, third in this year's championship points, out of Blairsville, Georgia, Jonathan Davenport.
Thank you, James. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm going to keep it moving on as fast as possible. Like Timmy said, we got to be out of here by 11, so I'm going to try my best to keep it rolling. Appreciate everybody with the Lucas Oil staff, from the top guy to the bottom guy. Y'all do a great job for sure, and girl. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, obviously, to Lance and Darla Landers for giving me this opportunity. We've had several years together, and hopefully have a lot more going. Gavin, got to thank him, Corey, Zach, all the other guys that's helped us along the year, whether it was for one weekend or for half the year. Definitely appreciate everybody there. Thanks to Jay in the T-shirt trailer this year. He's worked his butt off, first year for him, so hopefully he comes back again, and he's doing a great job. Obviously, thanks to, I appreciate Rachel and Blaine for allowing me to come do this, not giving me too hard a time being on so much. It's definitely tough on my family, and I'm sure it is everybody else's. What we do definitely ain't easy. So with that being said, thanks to Steve at Nutrient Ag Solutions, Dyna Grow Seed, ASC Warranty, everybody at Longhorn, Bill Steen, Jack Cornett, Glenn Clements, Clements Racing Engines. Thank you all for what y'all do. Lucas Oil Products, VP Fuels, Midwest Sheet Metal. Thank you, Chris. Tam at Mark IV does a whole lot for us for sure. I want to thank all of our great product sponsors. Kind of like Timmy said, we have such a long list and a great list too, for sure. But everybody knows who they are, and we definitely appreciate every one of them. Couldn't do them without them. But just want to say, hopefully everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Congratulations to Ricky. Congratulations to Drake and the boys there. Y'all did a great job. And see you in about a month.
to be Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio. The Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, C&W Trucking, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, Bilstein, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, CarSourceAuto.com, Holland Haskell's, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Red Oak Pub.
The checkered flag is out. Your Silver Dollar Nationals champion is Devin Moran.
And Devin Moran is going to win at his home track in Muskingum County, leading wire to wire here tonight.
Second year in a row, the runner-up in the Lucas Oil Late Monitor Series Championship points. He'll receive a points fund check for $150,000 from Dresden, Ohio, the driver of Car 99, Devin Moran.
I gotta get this lower than everybody else for some reason. Good evening. Thank you everybody for coming out. Ricky, congratulations, man. The way Lucas has this playoff format, all year we're racing, but at the end is when it really matters, you know, and it came down to the final 5 races, and you outperformed us, you know. You guys did a great job, and congrats to you guys. Drake, same to you, you know. I remember I was sitting there and I didn't even get to win the Rookie of the Year. And I'm standing up here and getting better each and every year. And you and your team did a phenomenal job, along with the rest of the teams. You know, everybody. It's like everyone says, it's hard coming up and down the road, and to have 17 full-time teams is a tough task for any series to do. So thank you to all the car owners that let us drivers and crew guys do what we love and live out our dream. Rick Schwally, Ashley, the entire Lucas crew. In my opinion, you guys have an amazing series, and not one of the best series in dirt track racing, but in all of motorsports, whether it's drag, asphalt, tractor pulling, anything. You guys do a great job, and all these checks up here and awards kind of show that the amount of money that you guys have put forth for all of our race teams, because it is expensive to come up and down the road, and it's a pleasure to race with you guys. I want to thank Forrest and Morgan Lucas. You know, they obviously came on board 20 years ago or 21 years ago, and to be in the stadium and to hang out in front of all these beautiful people for this beautiful evening, they spend a lot of money that they don't have to. So I want to thank them. I also want to thank my car owner, Roger Sellers. You know, there's a lot of great car owners out there, but in my opinion, I have the best one by far. He's an amazing man. And I bounced around there for a couple years, and I really found a home, I feel like, and I can't thank him enough, because he might be on me every once in a while on my guys, but he is a truly amazing person. He spends a lot of his own time and money going up and down the road with us, and it's a blast. We always encourage him racing with us, so I love when he gets to come and hang out, and of course his family at home, Robbie, Casey, and Connor. I know Connor would be upset if I don't mention his name, so want to thank all of them for all the support that they give me, along with my great crew. Chuck, my crew chief, he came on board with us last year, and he's an amazing person as well. Him, DK, Mason, Tad, and then Brad, who's in Mexico enjoying the warm unlike the rest of us. So just can't thank all them guys enough. My beautiful wife, Lakia. Sometimes I don't know how she deals with me. I get in my racer moods, just like all of us do, and when we have the good nights, it's great, but when we have our bad nights, she's still by my side, thick and thin, so it's been an amazing first year of marriage, and to a life of that, so I want to thank her. Also, the rest of my family, a lot of them couldn't be here tonight because of circumstances, but just want to give a major shout out to my mom and dad. I love them so much, and my beautiful, all my family, you know, my brothers and my sister. My grandma and grandpa did get to come and hang out with us tonight, so I just want to thank them. Along with that, I have so many great supporters, partners of the sport, and I'll just run through a couple of them. C&W Trucking, Doug Curlis, he's been on board for a really long time, so I want to thank him. Big River Steel, Scott and Denise Coleman. I haven't seen them tonight, but they're a great ambassador for the sport. and they do a lot for our sport. Myself, a couple other teams, and Lucas Oil. So would like to thank them. Lazy Days RV, iBox Springs, David Cardy, and the whole group. They've been on board for a really long time, but they really stepped it up this year, and they made me change to the red, so I don't know about all that, but the car looked great, and they did a great job for us, so I'd like to thank them guys. Southeastern and Bomag, Red Oak Pub, CarSourceAuto.com, Bill Stein Shocks. There's a great group over there with Aaron and Kevin and Tim, Lee, Logan. They all are a great people and great to work with, so I'd just like to thank all them guys. Steve Arpin with Longhorn. He's just a goofy guy that I met a couple years ago and didn't really know how to take him, but he works as hard as anybody in this sport, I feel like, and he just keeps getting better and better and helping all of our teams get better. So I'd like to thank them guys. LSR, Pee Wee's Record Service, Simpson, I know Jordan and them guys are here, Simpson Race Products, and I feel like I'm safe every time I buckle in the race car, and it's because of them guys, and they do an awesome job. BKP Painting, McHugh's, and my engine program. I have, it's hard to find one good engine builder in our sport, and I'm lucky enough to have two with Jack Cornett. He does an amazing job, and then the whole Clements family, you know, they're both top-notch companies, and they both do a great job for us, so can't thank them guys enough. Smoky Mountain Speedway, obviously Rogers Racetrack, he has a bunch of races this year, so go check that out. Muskegon County Speedway, just a lot of great supporters, like I said. Keith Burner with Afterburner. Lucas Oil Products, not the series, but the actual product line. I've been on board with them even before I ran the series from 2018 on, and I don't have any motor failures because I feel like I have one of the best products in the business. So can't thank Lucas Oil Products enough. Slicker Graphics does a great job making my car look good. I kind of think that's why I won the award, because I'm one of the only ones with his rap, but I'm not going to tell anybody that. FK Rod Ends with Maria, Stack Panels, Molly Pistons, VP Race Fuels. Can't thank them enough. They do a lot for us, and I'm grateful for that. Performance Bodies, Barents, DRP, Winners, Willwood, just a ton of people. VG Performance, Vinny's at home hanging out, so can't thank him enough. Dynamic Drivelines, Strains, Schoenfield Headers. I know Mark Braley and the whole Schoenfield guys are here, so I want to give them a huge shout out and say thank you for everything they do. We run these products not because people are giving them to us, but because we think they're the best in the business. And to be able to compete with teams like Ricky and Rocket One and SSI and all these guys, you have to have the best in the business, and if you don't, you won't compete. So I feel like we truly do have the best brands on our car. So I just want to say thank you. Other than that, I don't want to leave without dedicating this to my grandfather, who unfortunately passed away last night. But he's the man that started my racing for me. When I was 13, I was itching to get in a race car, and I was begging my dad, which my dad was still racing, and I can't blame him for that. So I went to my grandpa and I said, hey, I'm ready to get in this race car. And he said, well, you're allowed to get in it, you just got to work on it. So I took it to the shop, and I didn't know a thing, and started working on it. And from then on, he's been a major supporter for me, and it's pretty cool. So that was the start of it. And he watched every race on FloRacing and other streaming services because he couldn't make it to the track. So I feel like he really lived the last couple years just so he could watch my race. And then this year at Muskegon, which is the only racetrack he could go to, I obviously won the race that night. And me and him and my dad got a picture for the last race he was ever at. And I got to get a picture in victory lane with him. So just grateful for that. And yeah, it was an amazing memory, and it's probably the best memory I had all year. So yeah, just thank you everybody. All y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and God bless.
Before we get to our Champions Awards, we have our 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Outerwears Crew Chief of the Year to present. Of course, each and every Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race, we award points to the crew chief of each of the race teams, and the driver that of the crew chief who had the most points this year, he's going to get a check for $2,000. He's going to get a Miller Welder valued at $2,500, and that will go to Anthony Burrows. Anthony.
Shane said he almost said 20 grand. Heck yeah. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you to Outerwears for putting up this award. You guys have done it for I don't know how many years, and then Miller Welders. I didn't even know they were doing this, and Wayne come up to me the other night and said, "Hey man, go by the Miller's Welder booth this weekend and pick up your welder." So we went by there today and got that, and I really appreciate all you guys do for our sport. I'm going to try to get through this without everybody realizing I'm really a teddy bear and an emotional guy instead of a hard ass. But only reason I'm standing here today is because of the people around me. And even though it's not really an individual award for our team, because we don't have individual awards. It's all about our team. So I'd like to ask Justin Tharp, Nick Hardy, and DJ Williams to stand up, because you guys deserve to be up here and deserve all the accolades. It's been a real honor to work with you guys, and the professionalism that you present on and off the track, and to put up with me when things aren't going good. I just can't stress enough how much I appreciate you guys, and no matter what direction we go in life, you're always going to be my guys. HUD's kind of took care of all the sponsors, so I'm not going to have to bore you guys with that, but I do want to thank Jamie, who was our fabricator at the shop, and Michael Meredith, who did a lot of things for us at the shop. Those guys were behind the scenes. I don't think Jamie ever come to a race. You'd see Meredith every now and then, but they were always very beneficial to our team. Congratulations to Drake. You guys busted your butt, and we all notice what you young guys go through. I mean, all of you rookies. I mean, we've all been there, and it's very hard to get beat down every night, and you got to go the next day, and you get beat down again, and none of us are talking to you, and because we're all busy. But it's a great accomplishment what you did, Drake, but what all you rookies did, and congratulations, you guys. Ricky Thornton Jr., congratulations, man. We all know the champion you deserved to be last year, and to see you guys get the job done this year, and the 2.5, 3 years that I was able to work with you, and the accomplishments we had, I really appreciate you and your family. And I'll never forget the first race. Darla wasn't there, and I texted her and I said, "I got these 2 kids jumping up and down on the carburetor." So it's just really badass, man. And congratulations to all you guys and your team for all you accomplished. And thank you for believing in me and trusting me to take care of you for the time we had together. Hudson O'Neill, I've known you forever. I mean, you used to sit up in the truck with me when we were driving down the road when I worked for your dad. And for you to come in a difficult situation, and for us to have the success we had, it really just showed the champion that you are. And you have a lot of great years ahead of you, and it was truly an honor to be your crew chief and to work with you. And I appreciate you believing in me and trusting in me, and you never questioned anything. You just said whatever you think, and I appreciate that, man. Todd and Vicky Burns and their family, you guys are. 3 years ago, we said we had a 5-year plan. Unfortunately, it only lasted 3, but we hung 60-something checks on the wall in 3 years. We didn't get that championship, but I'm really, really proud of the accomplishments and the trust that you had, but most importantly, the relationship that we built, and that's more important than any of the wins and losses that we've accomplished, and I can't put into words how much I appreciate that. Today, my son Ryan, you guys hear me talk about him all the time, carried that welder up to the room today, and I walked in there, and there he stands. He surprised me. Darla worked it out, and I'm really proud that he's here tonight, and I'm just really, really proud of the young man he is. And Darla, thanks for all you do for our team and all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and putting up with me saying, "Are we ever going to win another race?" Thanks for Lucas Oil for all you guys do. I'm a major critic, as you know, but it's the new borough, so I'm real easy on you now. But thanks for all you guys do and giving us this opportunity that I feel like is the best series out there. And you guys stepped up your game again, and I really appreciate that. And wish you guys all the best, happy holidays. And I just want to leave with one of the things that when I first got to SSI, I wanted the whole company. There's 100 and something people that work there. And one of the first guys I met there was Jeremy Akers, and we lost him a week or so ago. And I just want to say thoughts and prayers, his wife Angie and their family. And we wish them all the best, and we're thinking about them. But thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Anthony. Now up next, and this is going to take a little bit of while, but we'll go through all of these. First off, I'd like to welcome to the stage, for the first time here tonight, as far as the championship awards, before we give a point fund check, I'd like to welcome to the stage our 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series National Champion, Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky. You got a lot of things here going on. First off, Ricky, have you ever ridden a buzz bike, an electric bike? Danielle, can you come up here, please, from Buzz Bikes? We're going to give you a buzz bike. Now, it's not here right now, so you can't ride it back to Martinsville, but it's... We thank Buzz Bikes for coming on board this year and a great partner with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Let's give Danielle a big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Also, Ricky, you're going to get a $1,000 check as you are the Big River Steel most podium finishes this year. You were the fastest in hot laps. We kept points for all the hot laps this year. A $500 check from Dirt Draft. And speaking of Dirt Draft, we'll bring up our Fantasy League champion. No, it was not Dustin Jarrett. He won it. He won the World 100 to Dustin Jarrett. But Jason Bagenstos. Jason, come on up here. He is our Dirt Draft Fantasy League champion for 2024. Give him a big round of applause. How many times did you pick Ricky Thornton Jr. this year? That's what I lie. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Jason. Also, Ricky will get a $500 check from MD3 for the most laps led this year. And we've got to call Chris Davis up here, don't we? Chris Davis, come on up. Give him a big round of applause from Midwest Sheet Metal. He's going to present a $1,000 check as the point leader this year to Ricky Thornton Jr. Come on. Hey. Good to see you, my man.
Good to see you.
Glad you could make it. You want to say a few words?
I can. What's this about a gate shutting? I got an idea. Let's send somebody down there and tell them, don't shut the gate. I figured we'd be congratulating him last year, and we almost were, but I knew he was going to do it. But that format that they had with that last 4 races, I wasn't plumb sure who was going to win it. And but I was really glad to see him do it. You guys have I know all these teams, and some of my best friends I've ever made are right here in this room. And, you know, from the Swalleys to the Series and Forrest, and I'm tickled to death my buddy Earl Pearson's here back there somewhere. I can't see nothing back there, but yeah. My smoking hot wife that said, be sure and do not call me your smoking hot wife. Shout out to her, she couldn't be here. But I've got so many friends and these teams, it's hard for me to pick one guy to cheer for. But it's like I knew all along that he was going to get it. I mean, hell, he's like a ninja. I mean, he buried himself in qualifying, and I'm watching on streaming thanks to Michael Rigsby and Flo and Ben Shelton and Dustin, and I don't get to go to many races, but you know, they don't even mention Thornton's name, and next thing you know, we got 10 to go, and he slides 3 guys in one turn and wins the race. But he never gives up, and I'm just so proud to be a small part of their deal. And congratulations to Drake and every one of you that have won. I mean, this is a big deal. And you need to appreciate it, because I've been doing this for 40 years. And I never dreamed. I mean, you're going to win $200,000. Good Lord. You can buy a house with that. You know what I mean? A nice one. But I don't know. I don't get to go to many races, so I really enjoy the ones I do get to go to. And I mean, I feel like this is the greatest series ever, and I'm going to keep supporting it. And as long as Schwally and then will have me. But this is a great series, great people, and everybody works hard at it, and that's what it takes. I mean, that's what it takes to do it. And one other person that nobody has recognized is the smoking hot Jordan Lawson back here. And Misty Pearson for making this tie work. And I'd really like to thank the little 8 to 10-year-old boy that was in the elevator at the JW when I'm about to bust. I got to go to the bathroom. I shouldn't be telling this, but I hope he's in this room. I'm on the elevator by myself. 22nd floor, plumb to the top. I got to go. And it's all I can do to do it. Ding, it stops at floor 6. This little boy gets in. They ain't got no idea how to run that little card over there, so you got to hit the card and hit the button. So I waddle over there and show them how to do it, because I need to go. And they go up 1 floor. Hell, I could have walked that. They get off at 7. But as he's leaving, he's so excited that he knows how to work this card. That little bastard pushed every button on that elevator. So if you're in here, thank you. Hey, one other thing, this Kohler bunch, I didn't even know who these people were till today. And I just met Jeff Hoker today. But great people, you know, and congratulations to my buddy Jimmy Owens and all y'all. I mean, I'm just glad to be here. The end.
Oh, my. Chris, thank you for what you do. We appreciate it. I like to, oh my goodness. I'd like to call Aaron Lambert, please, to the stage from Penske Shocks. He will present Ricky a product certificate for 1 set of shocks and a $1,000 check. Let's give Aaron a big round of applause and Penske Shocks. Did you want to speak? Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I'll keep it real short. From everybody at Penske Racing Shocks, thanks for letting us be a part of this. The whole Kohler family, congrats on the championship. Ricky, I'm sure you got many more to come. It's been a privilege, and we look forward to next year. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to call to the stage Dylan Schiebel from Victory Fuel. Again, thanks to Kevin and Jordan Swindell. $500 check, Ricky. Victory Fuel, most pole awards. Dylan, come on up. Congratulations, Ricky. I'd like to call to the stage from Veland Performance with the most feature wins this year. Ricky will get a check for $2,000. Welcome to the stage, Rick Young and Robert Todd from Veland. Gentlemen. They're not here? Okay. Also, the championship car owners for the 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series season. I'd like to call into the stage. Congratulations to Bobby and Jessica Kohler of Kohler Motorsports. Come on up. Like to say a few words. Jessica, you can speak. You'll speak for her, right?
Yeah, she's running.
There you go.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for supporting us as a team. Of course, I want to thank my wife because 10 years ago we'd walk through the pits and I said, man, I'd love to have an S&S hauler. Fortunate enough, she supports me in everything I do, and we was blessed enough to have multiple teams. I want to thank Jimmy for welcoming Ricky in, and I want to thank Todd for unfortunately letting him go and letting him be a part of our team. Don't ever think nothing can't be done, you know, because most people counted us out to be able to accomplish what we accomplished to be able to win this championship. So always keep faith in what you're going to do, and you can accomplish the impossible if you try hard enough. Thank both of my boys. The whole crew, we've probably had the best crew we could have. From ARP and climbing on board and sending Kenny and Dawson and my Kenny and Cam, they took off in a 24-hour notice with Jordan's cars, and to be able to get to Ricky halfway across the country is about the impossible. And of course, I had no doubt that they couldn't do it, and they took off, and not only did it, they succeeded at it. DJ climbed on board. Ricky Arnold is spotless. Bryce for building 27 right sides, and Chris for supplying us the sheet metal. I say if you drive for Kohler Motorsports, you got to tear the decking out every time because it seems to be pretty obvious from Ricky to my boys. They always tear the decking out. So I just want to thank everybody for being a part of it, and thank Kenny. Kenny does the impossible because I throw stuff at him consistently, and he says, okay, what are we going to do, Bob? What are we going to do? So we always seem to accomplish it, and we always seem to do it. So I appreciate his friendship and his hard work.
Congratulations. Now I'd like to call to the stage the championship crew. Give a big round of applause to Ricky Arnold and Kitty Payton. Gentlemen, come on up. You two, one of you want to talk, or good to have? Hey, congratulations, guys. Thank you. Congratulations, sir.
You gonna go first?
Go right ahead.
Here's your 100, Bob. Thank you, Kohlers, Bobby, Jessica, Jordan, and Evan. They welcome me into their family and their businesses, and Bob, you are a true friend. Thank you for this opportunity and the crazy plan that we put together. My wife, Danielle, thank you for being a race fan and keeping our home rolling while I was gone. RTJ, thank you. And Shay, thank you. The boys, Asher and Blaine, and the sweetheart, Hadley. And thank the guys that make it happen. Y'all know the saying, thanks to the shop guys. Thank you, Bryce. You are our shop guy. Cameron, Cobb, Dawson Cook, Tyler Worley, thank you for jumping in the toter, going across the country, becoming family, and making the foundation of this championship in July. Chris Madden, thank you for your competitiveness and stubbornness. That's what we have in common. Ricky Arnold, thank you. Your youth and relaxed approach brings a very positive atmosphere to the team, and I want to say thank you, Bandit. DJ, knowing you from the early KB days and now working side by side, all I can say is you are loyal to your tires just like you are to your friends. Anthony Burrows, Justin Tharp, congrats on your efforts early in the season before the handoff. and RTJ on July 11th. We had never spoke face to face. That handshake at 34 and the explanation of my goals put us in a position to be good or bad, and you made it great. Keep looking for that 1%. In closing, I will never forget July 11th, 2024. 711 is my family racing number, and it was my 10-year wedding anniversary. And racing towards this championship, thank you, Kohlers, Lucas Oil, Flo, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Oh, bear with me because I'm not going to win any speech awards tonight. First, we got to thank Burroughs and the whole crew, honestly, because they gave us a huge head start, as everybody knows. At the beginning of the 2024 season, my goal was to win a national touring championship. But I'll be honest, the Lucas Oil Championship wasn't on my radar at all, as most of you know. A few months into the season, I thought my chances had been sidelined. Before the year even began, I planned this year to be my last run. Knowing this was my final year in racing kind of had me discouraged that I'd be leaving the sport and lacking that accomplishment. Actually, it was a strange deal. It was a random Tuesday, sitting in the shop, wondering what was next when Madden called me. He told me I work for the Kohlers now. He said we'd be helping RT and the rest of the team finish the Lucas season. I'll be honest, I didn't know what that entailed at all. At first, I wasn't sure about the drastic shift change in directions, but I was looking forward to being back at the track and actually trying to contend for wins again. My opinion is pretty biased, but I don't think many other teams or drivers could have been faced with such challenges that we were and still accomplish the same results. I want to thank Bob and Kenny, RT, for trusting in me, and more than that, trusting in the whole team. Like, this was a big team effort. I also have to thank Jessica for putting up with all of us most of the time. Like that was pretty good of Jessica. You dealt with a lot. I want to thank everyone involved in the mixed chaos. And I want to thank everyone for allowing me to walk away with a national championship under my belt. And more importantly, for the great memories and the bonds with the people I've met in the last few years. I'm very honored to have been brought into this family that's Kohler Motorsports. And working with Ricky and even Jimmy, it truly reminded me of why I love the sport so much to begin with. I grew up watching most of the drivers that are still racing today as a little kid, and it's been a dream come true. This one's for all the boys that worked extremely hard on the team, all the girlfriends and wives giving up time and giving full support. And even for the kiddos that kept smiles on our face, mainly yours. I can't leave without giving a huge thanks to some of the veterans of the sports that's helped me get here in the first place. People like Barry Wright, Donald Bradshaw, JD, Earl Pearson, Ronnie Stuckey, Anthony Burroughs, Ronnie Crooks, Chris Madden. I'm missing a lot more, but without them, I wouldn't be here. And I just have to thank all of them and thank all of you very much.
That'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to do it off corner number 4. He goes back-to-back in the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel.
And Ricky Thornton Jr. off at turn number 4 is going to win the General Tires Super Bowl racing here tonight at Golden Isle Speedway. But the current Lucas Oil 800 Dirt Series points leader out of Martinsville, Indiana, Ricky Thornton Jr. wins 3 in a row in the Lucas Oil 800 Dirt Series.
going to kick off the weekend with a win tonight in the C.J. Rayburn Memorial. It's Ricky Thornton Jr.
Here they come off at turn number 4, and it is going to be Ricky Thornton Jr. with the win.
It is going to be official. Your 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion is Ricky Thornton Jr.
Ricky Thornton Jr. is the 9th different champion in the 20-year history of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He'll receive a check for $200,000, which is an industry record. He'll receive a champion's ring, a $250 gift card from Barron's Performance Warehouse, a $500 product certificate from the MD3, and a certificate from Dealing for 5 sheets of aluminum. Your 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series National Champion from Martinsville, Indiana, Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky.
First off, I'd like to start off and congratulate Drake Troutman on his Rookie of the Year. He's fought a lot of battles this year, and their teams really never gave up. I mean, not only them, I like to congratulate the whole rookie class. It wasn't very long ago I was a rookie, and I mean, it's a lot of heartbreaks and hard work, and you just got to keep digging. You guys will keep improving and keep fighting, and you'll be really good. And I gotta give a big shout out to Dalton Wilson, Drake Troutman, Garrett Albertson. They all got their first wins this year. It's pretty cool to see the guys that I've grew up around and really just became friends with get their first wins and stuff like that. And overall, it's pretty awesome. Just really thankful to be able to be up here and be able to even be a part of this. As a little kid growing up, this is where we always wanted to be. For me, this was the top of the sport. I really never wanted to go past being a late model driver, and fortunate enough, that's where I've been the last few years. Gotta give a big thank you to Todd and Vicky Burns. They gave me the chance to come on the national scene. Without them and in Talon Center, he kind of always kept the foot in the door there, and he always had faith in me, and this where we'd end up, and just super happy to finally be able to be here. Bobby and Jessica, Evan, Jordan, everyone at Kohler Motorsports, I felt like I was kind of there in shark-infested waters, and he showed up with a boat and saved me and my whole family. Shay, I love you. It's been a hard year, but without you, we wouldn't keep it going. Jeff and Penny Hoker Trucking. I think this year marks our 7 years together. Not very often you get sponsors that stick with you through thick and thin, and you guys have always been a big part of our pro camp. Mike Wixom, Certified Inspection Service. He's been with me since the get-go. I started in a stock car 2005. I think this marks 19 years that he's supported us along up and down the road. My mom, my dad, both my brothers, Jeremy and Jessica. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of headache up and down the road, and everyone in this room knows how it goes. Just trying to be a small tech kid, making it to the big stage, and finally made it. So while I'm up here, there's so many people that have supported me along the way, and this ain't a win just for me, it's a win for all of us. I gotta thank Burroughs, Tharp, DJ. The last few years they've busted their butt for me. Just trying to be the best we can, but I have a positive attitude in the long run. As Burroughs said up here earlier, it's always been a team effort. It's never been a single guy. So just looking forward to our friendship and looking forward to our future. Just gotta thank Cam, Dawson, Tyler, KP. There in June, we didn't really know each other a whole lot. Obviously, we talked a couple short times and stuff like that, and they got in the rig there in Mount Airy, North Carolina, drove all the way to 34 there in Burlington, Iowa. Got there, put a seat in. I think we ended up 4th or 5th that night, so it worked out good for us. Gotta thank Ricky, Nathan, Chapman, Chris, Bryce. Sorry, Bryce, you probably had to build about 50 decks for me this year, but it's definitely some job security for you. Got to thank Lance with Excel Floor Coverings. He's been with me a really long time. Tim Love, Tire Demon, Max Pappas Innovations. There's so many great people that's helped me through my career. Hank with Winning Edge Carburetions. I think he's known my family from when they were little growing up, and his support's been better than anyone that I've ever been able to be a part with. Chris with Midwest Sheet Metal. Hopefully I won't use up that $1,000 gift certificate too fast, but I gotta thank you for everything you do for our race team, for everyone, and the whole Kohler Motorsports. Without you guys helping us get up and down the road, it really wouldn't be able to do what we do. David Ward, High Performance Lubricants, another guy. We've been together 5 years now, and just really special that I feel like we get to build a really great team around all these special sponsors, and really just get to keep going. Dirt Car Lift, Maria with FK Rod Ends, Rough Construction, All Star, Pit Boss Jacks, Hoosier Tire. Without everyone there at Hoosier Tire, we probably wouldn't even be racing right now. So Spike with Will Wood. There's Steve Longhorn Chassis. He was actually one of the very first calls I got whenever everything happened that it did, and he said, "Hey, we got a plan. Let's do what we can to at least get you through this year." And I owe him probably 99% of being able to hook up with Kohler Motorsports. Brett, Coltman Farms. We've been with Brett for a couple years now, and he's a true, real ambassador of our sport. I feel like it don't matter if it's a car, sanction, racetrack. He tries to do whatever he can to make sure we can all keep racing and be one big family. Jordan with Capital Waste. Without you, bud, I don't know where I'd be right now. You've been a true friend, and I'm looking forward to us being together for a really long time. CJ and Melanie Jones Racing Products. Charlie, Varsity Screen Printing. Doug with D&E Outside Services. My brother Jeremy and Jessica, E&D Wraps. I feel like they always got job security with my race car. We always want it looking good, and I ain't worried about tearing it up either. Richie, everyone at Sunoco Race Fuels. We've been with them a few years, and they're super special to our team. They're special to our series, and just got to thank them for everything they do. Mike with Dynamic Driveline. We've been together off and on for probably 10, 12 years now, just through different companies and stuff like that. Just really looking forward to our future. Frank with Swiss Springs. Back in my mod days, real early, he was actually the very first product sponsor that I got, so I cherish that with him. Tom at Buzzy Performance, Earnhardt Technology Group, Darren Duffy and everyone at Performance Bodies, Jerry Coons Jr. at Impact Racing, Jim Barron's Performance. We're just really looking forward to our future together, and thank you guys for everything you guys do. Darren and Mandy at Ultra Shield. We switched over to an Ultra Shield seat last year, and I feel like I'm more comfortable now than I've ever been. Don't matter if it's a 100-lap race, 50-lap race, rough, run the fence, whatever you got to do. It's nice to be really comfortable in the seat. Dave and Tina, Sharp Advantage. They've been probably one of my best friends here in Brownsburg, Indiana for the last 2 years now, and I really cherish our friendship. Mike with Strange Oval. Without his knowledge and all that, I feel like he really brought a lot to our team here the last part of the year, and it really sped us up. Glenn, Clements Racing Engines, thank you for everything you do for not only for me, for everyone at Kohler Motorsports. I got thank Jack Cornett. Same thing. It's tough to get up and down the road, and without having really good motor programs like you two guys have, we really wouldn't be able to make this possible. Scott with Shocker Hitch. I got to thank you for everything you've done for me in my career, and just looking forward to the next chapter, and I hope everyone has a happy holidays, and thank you.
Before we get to our wrap up, we've got some special awards coming up. We'd like to mention all of our, we couldn't do this without all our sponsors and drivers and promoters. And I'd just like to recognize some of the promoters. Charlie Vest from Atomic Speedway. By the way, if you did not see today, we will be at Atomic Speedway on July 4th We were originally going to be at Portsmouth Raceway Park. They will unfortunately not open in the 2025 season. So we'll be at Atomic 4th of July weekend with Atomic and Muskingum County. Jim Price from Brownstown Speedway. Al Varnador from East Bay Raceway Park. Kimberly King from Florence Speedway. Also Doug Johnson and Taylor Queering from Huset's Speedway. From Lernerville, a bunch over here. You guys do a great job as well. John Thompson, Gregory Geibel, Gary Risch Sr., Ed Wozniak, Grant Alchier, and the legendary, ladies and gentlemen, Smokey Shemp. Good to have all of you here. From Lucas Oil Speedway, Lori Looney and Eric Turner. From Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, Mr. Tyler Harris. And from Shelby County Speedway, Mr. Gary Hopp. Let's give all those folks a big round of applause, please. Now, to wrap up the night's ceremonies, I'm going to bring Rick Schwally back to the stage, our series director. He's part of the 20-year gang. You didn't get your award. I know. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, James. Well, obviously we are a little late. Just Ashley's been working in the background the whole time here. So the convention center, you can get all the way over through the convention center. It's open to midnight, so we got a little bit of extension there. The only part we can't guarantee is the last section that goes over to the JW Marriott. That might be locked by the time we get there, but the entire convention center, if you're walking through it, is unlocked to midnight. To just summarize what I'd like to get to, we have one last award for the night, and it's always been the final award of the night, and that's been our Mike Swims Award of Excellence. I say it every year, and I still mean it. Mike was just a great inspiration to our series. He was a great man, and we learned a lot from him. And each time we select somebody to do this, to be the recipient of the award in his honor, it's a difficult thing to select just one person. This year we're going to do two. I think timing is everything when you're doing these. Each year you look at people that share the same vision Mike did for us and the same ethics that Mike had. And we're going to honor both Al Varnador, who's been with us for all 20 years, racing with us at East Bay Raceway, providing us a heck of a racetrack, my personal favorite. It's very difficult to see it go away. I don't think we could do this next year in Al's name. We need to do it this year. So we're appreciative of Al, and we're also going to honor the same reasons. Earl Pearson Jr., he is the backbone, the mayor of our series. He's the guy that's been a mentor for all of us along the way. He's the guy that most of you racers throughout your careers have leaned on as you got on a national tour. It's been a lot of fun to be around. I'm so honored that Earl and Missy got to come up here. Earl called us at the last minute and said to Ashley if I could get a hotel room, I wanted to make it to Indy. I want to come to the banquet. And more importantly, Earl wanted to visit Forest this week and says a lot about his character of that the most important thing for Earl to do this week was to go sit for a little while at the state with Forest. And I got to hear all about it from Earl and just very grateful that he was here to do that, and then Missy got to join them today. So we have a quick montage video, I think, of both of them, but both these guys, I can't say it enough, both these guys are very, very honorable men, and we couldn't have done all this time without them both.
Jimmy Owens, Jonathan Davenport, and Don O'Neill. Four-time champion along with Jimmy Owens in the history of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
gentlemen, how about you come this way here? We stand up, give these guys a standing ovation for all their efforts all these years. Both of them.
Earl, it's no pressure. It's no pressure at all. Lucas Oil guys, you're my Super Bowl. I know come this February, I'm going to be a lost puppy. I hate it more than anybody, but it's inevitable and it had to happen. But you guys, again, have been the highlight of my year for the last 20 years. I'll never forget the phone call I got. I was standing in the lineup shed, down there working my butt off as usual. Forrest Lucas called me. Talked to me about buying the series from Spencer Wilson and starting the Lucas Oil series. I talked to him for about an hour. He still went on and bought it, but he has done one hell of a job with the marketing and everything and the people that he put in place. And it's been the highlight of my whole career, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And this gentleman standing here beside me is one of the biggest bright spots too. Earl Pearson Jr. has been an inspiration for me in a lot of the things that I've done too with Lucas. And I thank each and every one of you in this room for being such great people and putting on such a great show. And come February, I hope I can still be welcome to come in and see everybody, because I'm going to probably be around a little bit anyways to at least get that edge cut off. But thank you everyone, because this is an honor. Mike Swims was also a great person, and this is a very unexpected honor, but thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Well, I surely wasn't expecting this award, but Mike Swims, we go way back with him, and what a great man he was, and really kind of started a lot of this stuff. But I don't even know, I ain't got no cheat sheet. Usually I'm prepared for this, but I'm not ready for this tonight. But I got so many people to thank. I wish I had an award for Rick Swally and his crew. People don't realize behind the scenes what these guys do. And, I got to thank my mom and dad. They're sitting up there watching me, and my family, Missy and Trey and Bradley, and the whole family that's supported me through this whole career. But like Swally said, I'm probably going to go to tears here in a minute, because I want to sit down with Forrest yesterday. And he's a great man, great sponsor, but more important, a true friend. And I hope every one of you drivers out here can understand one thing, that most of my sponsors has been with me, like Lucas Oil, for 20 plus years. And all your drivers that look at the money you just won here tonight, you need to turn around and you damn sure better thank these car owners. If you ain't got these car owners, we ain't got nothing. So always keep that in mind. And all the sponsors, Chris Davis, Sunoco, of course, Lucas Oil, multiple sponsors that I've had over the years, and all the great car owners and the fans. And like I say, the family is most important. And I'm going to kind of get away from it here in a minute, but what I seen yesterday with Forrest is what the man built and what he loves. And he loves all this. And when I left that mansion, I felt good about it, because I sat down with a true friend, and We spent 2 hours together, and I hope I get to see him again. But thank y'all.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, to close things out tonight here, I'm going to try to go as quick as we can, and that's kind of been our theme of the night. But yet, at the same time, I didn't want to short anybody on anything that anybody wanted to say. Ultimately, every word said tonight was important to be said from everybody that walked up here. And then some folks, your voices, to hear them from us, or from you to us, whether you were up here or not, we welcome that at any time. All of you are important to us. All of you are greatly appreciated. Like Earl said, every car owner, these folks, just give these guys a round of applause, man. You don't understand what they're doing every year. Every one of them, and so many of them race with us from year to year to year because they bought into our beliefs and they bought into our vision of what we want to do in our future, and we can't do it without them. It is truly remarkable. Every car owner, a very big tip of the hat to you. We just, remarkable is all I could say. I'm very appreciative of that. I'm also appreciative of all the racetracks that host races. A lot of times we second guess where we should do the banquet at, whether we should do it in Indianapolis, or whether or not we should pick another venue, maybe something a little easier that's on the race teams to attend to. We've waffled on that quite a bit, but one big valuable thing to having it here at Indy is that all of our sponsors that are at the trade show are able to attend. This is the largest banquet we've ever hosted. This roster we've ever had that raced with us. A lot had to be said among 17 teams, but what a remarkable feat to have 17 teams do a tour. This is our largest average car count this year since 2010. We've had a fantastic year. Rain's been on our side. I can't be more thankful enough for everybody that does this, and I'm very thankful for all the wives, all the family members at home. I have a very understanding 13-year-old daughter that she understands when mom and dad leave for 3 to 4 weeks at Speed Weeks and doesn't complain, and that we have parents, grandparents that are taking care of our family member at home. And I know each of you, for you to be dedicated as you are to the series, I can't thank all those folks enough. You have a support mechanism around every one of you to be able to be out here doing what you're doing. I'm very thankful for all those folks as well that helps you, enable you to do that. So as we wrap things up, we're only like a month away. We're going to get back at it and we're going to go race again. Thankful for the spot we're in and where we're headed. Look forward to seeing, I know everybody would like to have got out of here maybe a half hour earlier to an hour earlier, but I think it was important for everything that was said to be said. And appreciate everybody here. Thank you all, and we'll see you here in a month.
I need all of our series drivers to the stage, please. We've got photos and to get your awards and checks.